Okay, I haven't been on for a few days, so I'm gonna work out this computer for just a bit. Bear with me. See, oh, there we go. Okay, went to the Bahamas and got all kinds of stuff. I got some BU rolls, right? I went to the central bank and they didn't have rolls. Huh? They had coins in sacks, 40 count on everything. I didn't get any dollars or half dollars. They didn't have them. But I did get pennies here, lots of those, and those are in rolls. And look, they're brand new, so we got to check those out. We got nickels, which is what? Which one's that one? That must be the square one. There's your nickels. You got dimes. They get the funny edge, the scalloped edge. There's 15 cents. That's this one right here, and this is 25. Let's put them in orders. A nickel, 10, 15. 15 is smaller than the nickel, and it's made out of the same stuff. I haven't actually looked them up to see what they're made out of. There we go. But I got 40 of each plus the penny rolls, and we got to open them up and see what the heck is in there. All right. Now I already opened up a penny roll because we got to check every darn one of them, and I get limited time. The big show's on tonight. Oh, Trey's here. He says, I found a 70S small date while you were gone. I should leave more often. Dude, I'll get out of the house. You'll find all kinds of stuff. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Here's the scope. Let's see if that works. Okay, they got what do they got? They got a marlin and a flamingo and a shield. Now it's the whole place. Every place is on the coast, so a couple of these have some little spots on them, right on the outer edges. And it looks like these are 2015 rolls. Okay, but you get the starfish. It's a newer style. And they're a little smaller. I haven't actually weighed them up yet. Oh, here's a scale. Let's see what the heck they weigh. There it is. Let's see what they do weigh. Okay. Now we can see that part. I'll put this gently right in the center. 1.74 grams. They're little things. They're smaller than your regular. Do I have a penny roll? Give me a tube or something. Oh, I picked up before I left, and I still haven't unloaded everything. Any down here? No. Okay, well, no matter. They're a little smaller than, like the size of a dime. These rolls. Well, let's get in there and take a look. Yeah, I got a sunburn on the top of my head. It's real sensitive. That's all right. And I just put up a video with pictures from the trip. That's a must-see, and that's down below in the description. But we got to find out what we got here. How would you detect doubling on a starfish? 10 legs. 1, 2, 3 starfish. Well, they still make coins, and their coins still have errors and varieties the same as coins. So we'll get in here and take a look. See if we can find anything at all. What do you say? I think I can probably also kill this one. Let's see. Web? No. There, let me invisibilize that part. There. Now we can see more of it. Alright. Now there is going to be a big show tonight. I don't see anything on that one. Let's open up that roll. See what we get. Yeah, that's a BU roll, alright. Brand spanking new. Great shine on these, just to see them. Here it is. 1.74 grams. It's, what is that? 2/3 the size of a U.S. penny. But you can get these in your coins. We get them around here now and again. And U.S. dollars are 1-to-1 on par with Bahamas. Yeah. I didn't actually check the exchange rate, so I made it to the bank, and the guy gives me the coins, and he gives me bills back because I give him 40 bucks. He gives me what is it? He gives me 18 back. I'm thinking, this guy scamming me? No, it looks okay. Okay, you get the dollars. Here we go. And these are brand spanking new. Here's a guy, and they do dress like this. There's one guy in one bank came through. He's carrying a satchel and a gun, bright white. The shirt. It might have been this guy. I don't know. But yeah, 1-to-1. But getting these Bahama dollars, there's that ticket price involved. Chris Hurley's found some of them Bahama. I got a few of the dollars. We'll auction those off. I'll try to recover my my ticket price. Here's a $10 bill. We've got a lighthouse here, some flamingos, real colorful things. And this looks like my old boss. Really, if Peter Griffith were, you know, like president of the Bahamas, he'd look like this. And here's a map, shows you where, you know, where we were. And we went to, let's see, right about here. That's where Nassau is, right in there. And there's Calico Cay, but that wouldn't be on here, or Coco Cay, but we couldn't get off the boat there because they don't have a regular dock. You got to get on the, you know, the little boat and, you know, zip back and forth. But the waves are too high that day. Okay, that's $1. We saw the dollar. Here's a 5. And what is going on here? They don't really dress like that except for festivals, I guess. There we go. Yep, that's worth $5 US. And here we got this guy on the back. Looks like Boris Putin or whatever his name is, and a boat. And if we hold that up, yeah, if we hold that up to the light, you can see that guy over here. Well, that's going to be tough to see. Gorbachev, yeah, without the California on his head. That's him. It's royal. It's you know, Canada. No, wait, Great Britain owns the place, I guess. All right, we got to get in and see some of these. Where's that nickel? Which one's the nickel? Nickel's got a pineapple. Where are you? Let's see this. Yeah, we got a pineapple nickel. And these are circulated to 5, 10, 15, and 25 cents. Wow, that's good detail for a pineapple, I got to tell you. And a few spots here and there. Yeah, they sound like, you know, inexpensive aluminum something. I don't know. I haven't looked up what they're made out of. See, forward, upward, onward, together. That must be their motto. There you go. This is their shield emblem. You get the boat. Cuddy Sark did the designing for this. Yep. And where's the dime? That's the scallop one here. Great edge on that. I suppose you could still put in rolls, but they didn't have any rolls. Come on. So apparently the Canadian 10 cents is not the only dime with a fish. That must be the water line. One up, one down. You got some seaweed on there. Is that a sea bass? It's not actually called sea bass. It's Patagonian toothfish. They just use the term sea bass, so it sounds a lot better. And they got the same design in the back here. Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And 2016. Well, we got a few different dates in there. Yep. Yeah, I picked up some of these because I figured the big show would do well with them. Here's a neat one. 15 cents. 15 cents. We've never had a 15-cent coin in the U.S. Well, they got one in the Bahamas, and they're worth 15 cents in U.S. A lot of similarities here between the Bahamas and the Canada coins, to the beads all around. Of course, Canada doesn't have a 15-cent either. And I don't see Queen, what's her name? Elizabeth. Well, they own the rest of the place. Must be Bermuda that the Queen's on. Bahamas is their own place. And we got the quarter here. And again, they all have the same obverse. With the dancing marlin and the leg up on the flamingo. Yup, 2015. So I guess 2016 is the most modern we've seen so far. And here you got the boats and the pineapple trees in the breeze. 25 cents. Good breeze. Flag's blowing back. Now the flag is blowing backwards, but the ship is going forwards. That takes some skill right there. Okay. Well, now we got to go through and look for dye varieties and see if we can find anything on these things. Yeah, I didn't take a loop with me on the trip. I figured, I'll check them when I get back. I was too busy chasing those drunk chicks. But I did see one that I thought was interesting that had a bit of an extra mark. What do you got here? I had a toothpick. Here's one. And that looks to be a dye gouge right in here. Pretty unremarkable. Is that a little dye crack right in here? Okay, I started it up again. I still have a red line. Okay, it's up to yellow. Good. And I've totally lost my focus. Where are you? Where are you? There. Yeah, it was a large time. I got home and I'm thinking I wouldn't mind going to that buffet right about now. That'd be a lot of fun. What the heck were those on? I think it was on the quarter I saw something. Which one's the quarters? 40 nickels, 40 dimes, 40 15s, 40 quarters. Here we go. Let's dump these out and take a look. Don't bump the camera. There we go. Let's look at these quarters. Yeah, there's some newer ones here. What you got? I thought I saw something on one of them. Of course, I didn't get a whole lot of look at it at the time. Yep. The best part of the cruise is getting on that boat, and the worst part is, you know, the day after you've been home. There's a 2007. Looks pretty straight. And you're thinking, I wouldn't mind going swimming right now and jump in the hot tub. Right at that buffet. And they had a big dining room. We went there. We went to the formal dining room for dinner. And that was always a good time. Now, is that wear, or is that just a weak strike? I should say upward and onward. Yeah, but they are kind of shiny. They're really, they dress up the dyes quite well, like the Canadians do. So they get great luster, but these are business strikes. And they had water slides on there. They had an art auction. I slept in on that one. I allowed I wasn't too much of an artist. What you got down here? Hooked on coins. Hey guys. Alright, we just went red line again. If I'm lagging, well, just bear with it, because I'm streaming right over here and I've got no drop frame, so I'm going to guess it's the internet connection. Yep. I've been off for a few days, so it probably reshuffled my IP address for now. There we go. I don't see anything on this. Just some grime. A little bit of finning over here. I didn't catch the date on. We went down to Nassau, the Bahamas. Went from Miami to Nassau. Then we spent the day at sea. Then we're supposed to go to Coco Cay after that, but the waves were too high to get off the boat. But I did get some change. I got some money, so I'm happy with that. We got 2015. A lot of them are this date. Okay, there's a little bit of wear on this. See his little eyeballs gone. Okay, let's look at the other side. Hey Ken, I need a loop, some flips, and 2 of those red boxes. I got them. Now the red box is going to jump up the shipping to $7.50. All right, but the best deal you're going to get is 300 flips, because at that point I'm going to give you those boxes at cost, and it works out pretty well. The cost on the box is $1.50. Now the shipping, because of, you know, they're big, is $7.50. So you may as well get the 300. And the flips are the same price, $8 per 100. And I can fit a loop in there too. But if you could, send me an email. You've got my email address right here. And that'll give me your email address when you send me your email. and I'll be able to get you an invoice and take care of that. I had a couple of payments come in while I was gone. Well, we're getting those together. I took yesterday and just, dude, we just slept. Forget it. You go on these cruises, you're going to be up, most of the time. You don't want to miss out on stuff, It's one cruise. My brother's been on a few cruises. He says, don't plan on sleeping. There's always something going on. Yeah, they get the limbo contest. Right, they got the reggae dance contest. I have no idea what that was about. I missed out. The art festival, you get the promenade where you get the endless coffee and you don't have to make it. And it was strong. My sister says, oh my God, I can't believe this is so strong. You never had my coffee. You hold it up to a light, if you can see through it, it's not strong enough. Okay, there's an old one. I have no idea what their mintage figures are, but I don't suppose it's many. Anybody know what the population is on the Bahamas? Yep, they probably lose a lot. Royal Caribbean went down on. Yeah, my sister paid for it. Okay, I'll go. Well, I helped her get her house, several years back. She got the two boys. Now she got a girl too, and the boys are growing up. She got the two boys, and they're living in an apartment. You know what the difference is between renting and owning? It's a down payment. That's what it is. Well, fast forward a few years, she's in much better position. She says, I'll pay for your ticket, but you got to go. It's okay. Who am I to say no? There's the guys on a boat. I'm not seeing much for varieties here. Of course, I don't really know the design either. If you're going to hunt for varieties, it really helps to know what the heck you're looking for. You got an eyeball on that one. And the full wording, 2007. Yep, I couldn't tell you if that was a double tail on there. I couldn't tell you. Been on like 6 Royal Caribbean. Let's see, we saw, when we're in port, let's see, the Norwegian Cruise Lines or something like that. Or Royal Norwegian or whatever the heck it is. Then there was Royal Caribbean. And we passed a couple, they're way off on the horizon. We got into Nassau, and here comes another ship. It's got Mickey Mouse on the side. So Disney has their own cruise lines. I can imagine they got some screaming kids on that. You can have that one. Yeah, if you don't have kids, that's probably the wrong one to go on. Yeah. Oh, and the casino. There's a casino on there. And I thought I'd try that out and see, because I've never done the casino pulling thing, You put the money in and you press the button. That's what it is. Not really exciting, but I did manage to contribute about $100 to the cause. Yeah. Well, my sister-in-law picked up some cash, which is good. That's a nice little shot in the arm. You get a discount. But I didn't see anybody win more than a few $100. You watch them casinos, man. They'll rip you off. I got to noticing that the games I was playing, they just weren't paying. And I got a system, you lose a few times and increase your bet. Because if you lose a bunch of times, you should, win once or twice. So, if I lose, I increase my bet. If I win, I decrease my bet. And it's a slight advantage, but really the house owns it. Those video casino games, they pay about 10%. That means $1 goes in, they put out 10 cents. That's not enough. It should be closer to 50%. I think blackjack is like 49%. The house has a slight advantage. That's all you need. You get a slight advantage, just do it a whole lot of times. But those games, no, the advantage is extreme on those games. Uh, you can figure you're just throwing that cash away. You play more than, 5 or 10 times, just forget it. It's fun, but it's gonna drain you. Okay, we got something. Look, we got a little die chip on the 2. Let's look at that. Boy, it's so darn shiny, and these are, probably copper nickel. And that's a die chip on the 2. Looks like a little crack up above and maybe down below. Where'd that loop go I had? There must be one here somewhere. There's one. A couple years ago, I went to the Bahamas, hit Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. That was a good trip. All right, let's look at this. Okay, those are die cracks, and you get them above the 5, which is that line right here, and another one over here above the 2. But this is actually that's damage. That's something hit that, and if I put some shadow on that, you might be able to see it better. That's not a die chip. That's a slam. Oh well, a couple little cracks on there, kind of neat. I don't know what level of quality control they have on their coinage, or even if they make themselves. Probably done in Jersey or something, you know. What's that? Slobber. I'm gonna have to move the camera over to the right so I can talk in one direction. Don't slobber up my coins so much. What you got here? Sailboat. Get some crud on this one. I'll probably get some disease from this. Yeah. The Bahama rot. Wash your hands when you handle foreign coins, man. Especially the tropical ones. You get the heebie-jeebies off of these things. There we go, green line again. A lot of recent ones, not getting much older than late 90s. There's a 96 here we found so far. That's interesting. Probably all the tourists take them. All the Cornwall hunters go down. What's that in there? What's that at the end of the F? Right in here. What is that? I don't see anything else around the coin. So, okay, some crud. Some grime in and around the ropes. Alright, look in there at that F. Okay, it's a little missing metal. We get a little bit of a struck through issue with what it looks like. I don't see any damage around the F or the flag. There's a pretty minor scratch here, but that's a little struck through error. Pretty minor. I mean, there's the edge of it. There's the edge of my toothpick. Where's that? Give me something for scale. That's dirty. Give me a penny. Do we have any pennies? I know we got pennies. Okay, here's a date. No, here's a In God We Trust, so that you can see the size. Alright, that's a strike through. Right here beside the F, between the F and the flag. But it's a pretty minor one. It's like, half the size of the S. And no matter. This is real grimy here. That's got crud on it. Is it seaweed? Looks like a different kind of crud on foreign coins, you know? Different foods, different culture, different environment, different plants, soil, the whole bit. I suspect you'd have a lot of different crud. Yeah, that's cruddy all over the place. Yeah, we'll give that one away. 2015. That's darn peculiar. I drink Zoom Brew blend to have. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom coffee. It'll get you going in the morning, boys. And what are the edges? These are really small reeds on the edges. Let's do a comparison. Where's that? A U.S. quarter. And a Bahamas quarter. You can tell which is which. The clad is on the bottom. That's U.S. There you go. And this looks to be an alloy. And if I line that up right, yeah, they get tighter ribs, tighter ridges on the U.S. quarter. This would be about the same size. What's the weight on that? They're lighter. Where's that scale gone? Oh, it's under the money. Set that apart. Okay, put that on. Which is probably about right. What's that one? That's Ellis Island. And here's the Bahamas at 5.14. Yep, big difference. And this is, you know, on par with U.S. money. It's smaller, lighter weight. I don't know the alloy. Not that, you know, not that copper nickel clad is any metal value anyway. There's Hoosier. How you doing, baby? Got your coin from last week. Haven't cleaned up the table yet. Is this it? Yeah, Hoosier sent this in. I guess he was over at Mantic's auction. It says, send that to the big show. Yeah, here it is. So this goes in the big show. And that came from Mantic by a Hoosier. Hoosier won the auction. It's an 1883 with no cents on the back. It's a V-nickel. There we go. Usually it would be on the bottom. Well, 1883 they made the things without the word cents, and people would plate these upside down. There we go. With gold and spend them as a $5 bill. Well, there it is. Yeah, Hoosier sent that in. We thank you very much. Big show will be tonight, so I'll probably have to end this stream at some point so I can get set up, because I still got coins over here in the boxes. You know, if I leave the place, you know, I don't have a rabid dog to sit on the porch, so I put stuff away someplace else off site. And it works out. You know, it's not a whole lot of work. We get these storms sometimes that come through. I mean, real hardcore storms. You think a tornado's coming. You got to be ready. I keep the best stuff in a couple of boxes. So if I need to, I can just throw them in the tub, load up the truck, and get my butt out of Dodge. And I've done that a couple of times. That's how bad the storms get here. We're not talking hurricanes. We're talking about the thunderstorms that come through. Every now and then they'll drop a tornado on you. Well, we got a lot of trees around here, so that'll kind of interfere with tornadoes. But across the street, those 77 acres of pines, they mowed those down a few years ago, so that's, you know, they're growing back up. They got new ones planted. But you don't get so much interference with the tornadoes now. And that's just straight across the street. Well, that's part of it. I've got to get a concrete house. I'd like to put up a steel building over here. Yeah. Now the backside of my property is a little slope here. The backside is that's in the flood zone, but you got to have, that river's got to be at 84 feet, right? Up here in the front, I'm a little higher. The river would have to be at, you know, 88, 89 feet, and it's never been above 85. So that's the place to build. Now we had a storm in, when the hell was that? 2012? Yeah, and it rained and rained and rained. And we got 24 inches of rain one day. And this went on for about 3 days. Crazy rain, heavy, hard rain. And the river swelled and swelled and swelled. And finally it came into the backyard. Now I'm a mile from the river. So, dude, we got some massive rain on that storm. Up at the plant, the place was underwater just about. They had to shut down for 2 weeks. Well, if the river had risen 1 more inch, it would have gone into the garage. But it needs another 3 feet to get into the house. But yeah, that river was, 2 miles wide during that thing. Welcome back. Thanks, Blues. Good to hear from you. I put up some videos about the trip. If you look in the description, I guess that's normal. If you look in the description, you'll find some links. You can watch, all the Calypso music guys and downtown NASA, and I got some still photos of the trip. That's a good. You must watch that one. And share that link with everybody. I'd like to get 10 million views, so I get a new truck. My pleasure, says Hoosier. There we go. You can monetize your videos. And if you have a lot of subscribers and a lot of views, you actually make money on YouTube. Well, I got a second channel I started up for non-coin stuff. Although I did put that one video, with the still photos. And what's going on there? That's his normal fin. And it's, non-coin, just me being silly or just talking. I'm going to go down Facebook and just read Facebook. Because I see those cat videos, and, the guy got 37 million views off of a cat, trying to catch a piece of string stuck to the ceiling fan. Cat spinning around and around. What is that? That's like $120,000. All right. So is YouTube playing? Is it like playing, the casino slots? Sometimes you win. Well, the main channel just handles coins, and that works. We had a small but dedicated following. And one day it'll be bigger. It gets a little bigger every day. I like your new channel, a different look at you. Oh, there's some coffee. Yeah, it's just fooling around. That's all it is. Ken being silly. Why so serious? Not looking at coins on that one. Geez, lately, but barely looking at coins on this one. Yeah, we'll keep this one, for the serious stuff and just goof off on that other channel. And that'll probably be the one that takes off. Well, you put enough irons on the fire and one of them's going to get hot. And one day I'll make a video and lots of people will watch and I'll get a new truck. It might take a few years. I like the short clips you did over there. Yeah, they're just little ones. I do a lot of live streaming because it's easy. I mean, it's real easy. Just click the button and start talking. And I got these, the views kind of set up here. Mostly. They still need a little bit of tweaking. But over there, I actually record most of them because I don't live stream on that for 30 seconds. I get the idea in my head, I click the record button and put it up. Hey, there's Charlie. Charlie, look, I got some stuff for you here. Look, I got a quarter for you. It's from the Bahamas. We got a nickel. There it is. That's a nickel. No, this is 15 cents. That's Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And they're upside down, I guess. There it is, 15 cents. And here's a plant. And I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with that plant, but they seem to like it in the Bahamas. And there's a dime here with the scalloping. It's got a fish on it. 10 cents. And there's the pennies. Let's do a new one. Upside down. And they got the starfish. Now the old style has 1 starfish. This is the new style and has 3 starfish. Actually, it's got 1 hole and a little one over here and a piece of one over there. There it is. And on the back you got the dancing marlin. These are 2015, and I haven't found a single issue yet. Oh wait, we had that minor strike through. There it is. I didn't check the breeded edges. The pennies are plain. Nickels are, no, that's the 15. That's plain. Where'd the nickel go? And the penny is plain edge, but scalloped. What's that one? That's the nickel. That's straight. And the quarter is reeded. That's the only one. 15 is reeded, or plain rather. The only one reeded is the quarter. But they didn't have any halves or dollars. No matter. Yep. You can keep them or give them away in your show. It don't matter to me. But one trend I do notice is right here, you tend to get a little die crack right there. And I've explained that, the way the metal is trying to force that design apart. That's going to be a key spot to look for. It's like the neckline on the Kennedy half dollars. This would be another spot over here I'd expect to see more. I think we might have one there. Ooh, look, and that same die gouge right here. Let's see if we got another one of those. Yep, these are off the same die. Right in here, that die gouge. So there's that die gouge, and there's that die crack down here. If it's on the die, it's going to be on every single coin. Now these little issues, they'll grow and change over time as the die evolves. That's how you get die stages. The early die, it should be problem free. Then something happens, you get a chip or a crack starts to appear. Many, many thanks. What's that? Slobber? Yeah, that's slobber. Stop slobbering up the coins, Ken. There we go. Well, I got a whole bunch of these. Now, I went in the first bank, it was Scotia Bank. They said, oh, I said, do you have any rolls? Well, you have to go to the tellers. Now, the tellers couldn't be bothered. I'm in line for like an hour. And I got to go over to the other line because the guy says go see the tellers. Okay, there's a half an hour over on that line. Well, for Christ's sake, she could have told me this when I come in the door. You know, they got a couple of security guards in uniforms up there. You get in line, man. Okay. So I got in the freaking line. They didn't tell me nothing. Alright, so the first bank, nothing. I got nothing. They say, oh, go try the central bank. Just out here, go 3 blocks, take a left, can't miss it. Okay, well, it was an hour trying to find the thing, because apparently you can miss it. But I got to see, you know, some more stuff. There's nothing but diamond jeweler, diamond merchants and t-shirt stores over there. What do you like? You know, high dollar or low dollar? You want to buy diamonds? Go to the Bahamas. I mean, every other store was with diamonds. And then, of course, the one in between was selling your shirts. Ooh, there's my new Bahamas shirt. So, you know, if you want to spend $15 or $15,000, they got you covered. Of course, out there in the street, they'll sell you anything. Yo, man, you want the doobie, man? They'll sell you doobies right there. It's legal on the streets. But, you know, I'm not in college anymore. Besides, I was on a mission. Okay, they have, yeah, I'm keep flipping I gotta flip them left to right. They're like Canadian with the metal alignment. Let's see if I can show you what we're talking about. Okay, here we go. Here's the coin. Where's that U.S. quarter? There we go. And if you're taking pictures, a really good backdrop for it is that scale. That's a really wonderful backdrop. Okay, here's the Bahama money. Here's the U.S. money. All right, now if I want to flip that over, I got to go top to bottom. All right, and I'll see there's the Ellis Island people. For these, I got to go side to side because they're like Canadians. Ta-da! Well, as long as we get that straight. Diamond merchants, you know, jewelry. They got you know, necklaces and earrings and them things you put in your head, necklaces and stuff. Well, all them drunk chicks will be just go and Google over the things. The whole boat was nothing but drunk chicks. God love them. Okay, we're almost done with these quarters. I got 3, 6, 9 left. And we'll check something different. What's that say? What do we got here? Right in here. I seem to have 3 little triangles. That's interesting. Let's look at the front of another one. Alright. So there it is, and it's going to be the same direction. 3 little triangles, huh? There's 3 little triangles. No, let me see the same height. And it's right around here. Hey, look, there's triangles. Is that a clash? What else do we have for triangles? These wouldn't line up, I don't think. Alright, let's have a look at that. I think we got something. Yeah, that's a clash. We got a clash mark here. Okay, let's see. We got a section up here, those 3 triangles, which seem to be leaves, and there's a bigger section of clashing right up here. There we go. Starts here. Boy, that's shiny. Let's see if we can get that to show up. But that's bigger. It goes all the way over. Okay, let's find what these 3 little triangles are. Okay, it's got a flat stop, and it looks like leaves. Okay, yeah, this is what's clashing. Is these 1, 2, 3? Those 3 leaves. That's what's clashing. Maybe 4, 3 or 4. And the other mark must be like here. There it is. One right across here. That's the 3 leaves. Well, good. We found something. Yeah, you can find something everywhere. Doesn't matter where you go. Any place you go, check your change. Yep, and I got a clash right up there. Top of the marlin's head. So you get the marlin's got the unicorn marlin. Boy, that's hard to see with all that reflection. And you got a little bit inside here. Yeah, all kinds of clashing on here. Right in here, which would be some part of the boat, I suspect. Alright, I'm going to save that one. Here's one. Good and clean. Okay, what's the date on that? It's the 2015, right? Do I have to set up my desk all over again? Here's some. Little piece of paper. And a pen. Oh, I'm not ready, man. I ripped this whole place apart before I left. Where's them good pens? Oh, there it is. Okay, 2015. That's a 25-cent Bahama clash. There we go. Real simple. I just write down what the heck it is. 2015 25-cent Bahama clash. There. Now, let's see if we can find another one just like it. We'll keep that there. Okay, look, it's 3:46. We've been on for almost an hour, but I've got to do some things, and then I've got to get set up for the big show, which is later tonight. Okay, guys, don't miss it. We're going to have some fun. We're going to give away some of these Bahama quarters and Bahama 15s and 10s and pennies and what else we got? 5s. Yeah, it'll be fun. A little extra there for you. Okay. Guys, thanks for stopping in. Go see my other videos, and they're down there. We had a great time of it. I recommend getting out there and having a good time. Because if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. I'm going to take off, guys. We'll see you later.